This is a video on how to make the Scoubitunel. The Scoubitunel is an advanced stitch, so if you try this and have trouble with it, go and try some of my other videos. I recommend the fluted columns and the wall in particular. Before we get started, let's do a little overview. The Scoubitunel is a 5x1 wall stitch attached to another 5x1, attached to another 5x1, attached to a fourth 5x1. So the way we do this is we start with the first side, and so here I have a black piece going across, and the 5 colors I have are black, green, blue, purple, and black going across that black piece. Then I take the black piece that I have at the end and I attach 4 more pieces to it, so red, orange, yellow, and then another black piece. So then I have my 2 walls connected. Then I take my first black piece and my last black piece, so here and here, and I connect them. And I do that by taking the second one and loosening up the loop. I undo the first one and bring it through that loop and then reconnect it. And then, so then I have my 2 walls and the longer black strands connected, and then I add on the other 6 colors, the green, blue, purple, and the red, orange, yellow. Something to also keep in mind is what this looks like at the bottom. So you can see here the different wall stitches. So for each one, the colors go below the longer black strands. And so think about this as you're going through the stitch. And let's get started. You will need 16 pieces of gimp, 4 longer pieces, mine are each 7 feet long, and 12 shorter pieces, mine are each 2.5 feet long. Start by doing the first side of the Scoubitunel. Take one of your longer pieces, bend it at its center, drop it over your finger, take the strand hanging at the back of your finger and bring it around to make a second loop. Then take one of your shorter pieces, bend it at its center, and drop that over your finger. Take the strand hanging off the back, wrap it around to make a second loop. Take another of your shorter pieces, bend it at its center, and drop that over your finger. Take the strand at the back, wrap it around to make a second loop. Take a third shorter piece, bend it at its center, drop it over your finger, take the strand at the back, wrap it around to make a second loop. Take another long piece, bend it at its center, and drop that over your finger. Take the strand at the back, wrap it around to make a second loop. look carefully at my finger. Going from right to left, I have a long piece of gimp, then 3 short pieces of gimp, and then another long piece of gimp. Also, if you look at the top side of my finger, going from right to left, it goes strand, loop, strand, loop, strand, loop, strand, loop, strand, loop. You will need to have the same order before moving forward. Then take another one of your long pieces and bring it under all 10 of these loops. And then pull it through until you get to the center. Then take the strand on the left and bring it across to the right, going over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, keeping the strand on the top side of your finger. And pull it through. Then take the strand on the right and bring it across to the left, going over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, keeping it on the bottom side of your finger. And pull it through. Then slowly pull all of the strands off your finger and then tighten them. Next, we'll use this longer piece of gimp to make a second side. So loosen up this loop here, and we will use this strand and this loop to attach 4 pieces of gimp, 3 shorter pieces and 1 longer piece. take one of your shorter pieces, bend it at its center, and pulling the longer strand out of the way, drop the shorter piece over the loop. Then let that longer strand come out in front. Take the strand of the shorter piece facing away from you. So this strand at the back. And bring it around to the front, over the longer strand, and through the loop. Take another short piece, bend it at its center, drop it over the loop, bring the longer strand out in front, take the strand at the back of the shorter piece you just dropped on, bring it around over the longer strand and through the loop. Take a third short piece, bend it at its center, bring it over the loop, bring the longer strand out in front. From the short piece you just dropped on, take the strand at the back, bring it over this longer strand and through the loop. Then take your last long piece of gimp, bring it over the loop, take that long strand, bring it out in front, and then from the long strand, the long piece of gimp, I should say, that you just brought on, take the strand hanging off the back, bring it over this long strand and through the loop. And then very slowly tighten it. Next, you will make your lanyard look like this, attaching these two strands from your first side to these two strands from your second side. So you do this by taking the loop here and loosening it, and taking the first loop here, undoing it, and then bringing it under this loop and this strand, then around and over this strand and through this loop and back over and under where it was before you undid it. Then you take this strand and bring it over the loop and under this strand. So let's loosen this loop. And then undo this loop on your first side. And then take the strand that was that loop and bring it under the loop and the strand from your second side. Then bring it around, go over this strand and through the loop. And then put it back in place on the first side, going over the strand and through the loop. Then take this strand from your first side and go over the loop and under the strand. Now we'll make a third side here. Take one of your shorter pieces and bring it around this strand and both parts of this loop. So that the middle of your short piece of gimp is at the bottom. Then take your strand facing away from you and go over this part of the loop here and under this strand. On the left side, go over that strand and under the loop. Take another short piece, bring it around the bottom, pull it through until you get to the middle, take the strand facing away from you, go over the loop and under the long strand. Take the other strand on your shorter piece and keeping it on the left, go over the strand and under the loop. Take another short piece, bring it around the bottom, pull it through until you get to the middle, take the strand facing away from you, go over the loop and under the longer strand. Take the other strand, keeping it on the left side, go over the longer strand and under the loop. Then tighten those 3 loops you just made a little bit and take the 3 strands on the inside and push them through the hole at the center so they don't get in the way when you're making your 4th side. Now we'll do the 4th side. We'll do the 4th side just like the 3rd side. Just to clarify, you have this longer strand at the bottom and then these 2 strands at the top. So when you're attaching these 3 shorter pieces, all 3 are going to go under these 3 strands, and then you'll take after you bring your piece of gimp around, you'll have a strand here and a strand here, and you'll take those 2 strands and go over and under these 2 strands here. So, if I look at the 3 sides I have so far, for all 3 of these sides, you have the 3 shorter pieces coming below all of the longer pieces. My longer pieces are black, and so you can see that, for example here, yellow, orange, and red all come below those 3 black strands. And then at the top, you're just going over and under the 2 black strands above. So I'll take my first piece, wrap it around, pull it through to get to the middle, and then over and under, and over and under. So again, that shorter piece comes under this strand at the very bottom, but then when I do my over and under, I'm just doing it with these top two strands. So I'll take another short piece, bring it under everything, pull it through until I get to the middle, and then I just care about these top two. Over and under. And over and under. Take the third short piece, bring it around all those long strands, pull it through till you get to the middle, go over under, and over under. Tighten these three new ones a little bit. And then slowly tighten all of your strands. Here you can see the first stitch completed. A good way to tighten the strands is to pick a side, put your thumb over it, and then pull on the three outside strands. You can go around doing that. It also helps if all of your inside strands are coming up through the hole like mine are. None of them are coming down. They're all above the inside. And so go around tightening each side, and then you can tighten the longer strands. And you can keep repeating this process. Tightening the strands for your first stitch will take several minutes. So just Take your time, and you'll slowly see it come together. Now that you've started, I'll show you how to do the regular stitch that you'll use from this point forward until you are ready to finish. Choose a side to start with, so I'll start with this side. Take the longer strands and bring them across. Then take the 6 middle strands and bring those across, going over and under. Then to complete that first side, you need to also bring across the longer strands going in this direction. We'll start on the left side. Take this longer strand and go over and under. And take the longer strand over here and bring it over and under on the very left side. Now we'll do the right side. Take the strand on this side and bring it over and under. Then take this strand here and bring it over and under on the very outside. Then we'll turn the lanyard counterclockwise and do this side. And to finish that side, we'll bring across this long strand here and this long strand here. We'll start with this one, bringing it over and under. Then we'll bring across this strand, going under this loop here, and then over and under. Then we'll turn the lanyard counterclockwise again and do this side. And to finish that side, take this long strand here and bring it over and under. And turn the lanyard counterclockwise once more to do the final side. And then tighten up all of your strands. Here I'll show you how I like to tighten the strands. And that is how you do the Scoubitunel. Keep repeating that stitch until you're ready to finish. After 20 stitches, I'm ready to finish my lanyard. To finish, we'll be using super glue. Super glue is dangerous if you use it incorrectly, so if you're under the age of 18, you need to have adult supervision to do this next step. Take super glue and apply it to the top. And then let it dry for approximately 15 minutes. Once it's dry, you can cut off the ends. Then cut off your excess strands and you are done with the Scoubitunel.